Tragedy of the Commons. What is it? A kindergarten teacher has a jar of candy in her classroom. She lets her students take a piece of candy as they leave the classroom each day at the end of the day. She has enough candy for each of her students to have one piece of candy each day for every day of the school year. One day, when walking out of the classroom, Ella saw Will take 2 pieces of candy instead of 1 like they normally do. So the next day, she took 2 as well, and many students saw what she did. So eventually, all the other students caught on to what Ella and Will were doing. As time started to pass, each student took a growing number of candy each day. In the kindergarten class, when the teacher saw the jar of candy that was to last all year had run out so fast, she decided it was time to take action and set rules into place. So instead of letting the students take their own candy each day, she stood by the door and gave them only 1 piece. This way, she prevented the students from acting of greed. The use of a public resource greedily and irresponsibly for one's own self-interest leads to the depletion of the resource. That is called the tragedy of the commons. The tragedy of the commons is a growing world resource problem. Many of the world's shared resources have been becoming out of reach to everyone due to irresponsible usage of the resources. The tragedy of the commons could lead to depletion of things such as worlds, oceans, farmlands, and much more. Depletion of such resources would cause major damage to the environment and affect the lives of the organisms that live on Earth. Like the kindergarten teacher did, action should be taken place to keep such tragedies from happening. The authorities should be able to help stop the tragedy of commons by placing rules and regulations among the commons to prevent their depletion. If authority doesn't take action towards such events, people have the power to help discuss and take action within their own communities to help for the cause, because they have the power to change things. Tragedy.
Powered by video.